Buckle up because this Home Depot run turned into absolute chaos. I'm Cameron, a plumber, and what started as a quick trip for some fittings spiraled into me running an impromptu plumbing clinic in aisle 12, clashing with a rude employee, and get this, facing the cops. Stick around to see how helping a few customers got me in hot water and ended with a shocking twist. I was just trying to grab some fittings for a job, lumbering through aisle 12, which is the plumbing section, obviously. I was deep in thought about PVC and PEX when I overheard this argument. It was one of the Home Depot plumbing guys. Looked like he just rolled out of bed, honestly, and this poor customer. The customer was asking about water softeners and piping for his house, and the Home Depot guy was being a total dismissive jerk. Like, sighing, rolling his eyes, using jargon like the customer was supposed to be born knowing it. The customer just looked completely lost and frustrated. Seeing that and frankly, knowing how confusing plumbing can be if you're not in the trade, I just could not step in. It's a bit of a professional pride thing, I guess. Bad advice drives me nuts. So I walked over, smiled at the customer and said something like, "Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. I'm actually a plumber by trade. Maybe I can offer a bit of help." The customer's face totally lit up. He was so grateful. He started explaining his water issues, and I listened, asked a few questions, and suggested a specific type of water system that would suit his setup, explaining it in plain English. He was really happy with the advice. But here's where it starts getting weird. While I'm talking to this guy, another customer nearby overhears and comes over asking about a leaky faucet. Then another one with a question about a hot water heater issue. Word just seemed to spread somehow in that one little section of the aisle. Before I knew it, I was basically running an impromptu plumbing clinic right there in Home Depot. I helped 3 different people in about an hour and a half, maybe a bit less. My own shopping was totally forgotten, but hey, I was actually helping people, unlike you'll see. Of course, this couldn't last. While I was wrapping up with the third customer, who was asking for my business card, which I happily gave him, Mr. Home Depot plumber from earlier came sauntering back. He stopped dead when he saw me surrounded by people, and his face just went sour. He strode over, chest puffed out, and cut right in. "All right, buddy, what do you think you're doing? You can't just come in here and solicit our customers." I was kind of taken aback, but also annoyed. Soliciting? I'm helping people who clearly weren't getting any help from you. They came to me. I just told them I was a plumber. "Doesn't matter, you're trying to steal our business. That's against store policy," he barked, getting louder. "Steal business for free advice? Look, pal, I've been here for an hour and a half, helping 3 different customers because they were stuck. Maybe if you did your job properly, I wouldn't have needed to," I shot back. Yeah, maybe a little snarky, but he was being ridiculous. He sputtered, his face getting redder, but he didn't really have a good comeback. He just kind of glared, muttered something like, "You just wait," and stomped off, probably to find a manager. I finished grabbing my actual parts quickly, feeling a bit rattled but mostly just annoyed. As I was heading towards the front of the store, that third customer I helped caught up to me near the registers. He actually apologized for the scene earlier and again thanked me profusely, confirming he definitely wanted my number for future work. I gave him my card again, and he seemed genuinely grateful. I was literally walking towards the exit doors, thinking I was finally out of there, when the store manager and 2 police officers suddenly blocked my path. And right behind them, looking smug as hell, was the Home Depot plumber. The manager, looking very serious, said, "Sir, we've received a complaint that you were in the store soliciting customers for your private business." My jaw kind of dropped. Soliciting? That's insane. I was helping people who asked for advice because their employee wasn't. The Home Depot guy chimed in. He was getting their numbers, trying to steal business. Things were getting tense. The police officers were looking at me, waiting. I was about to explain the whole situation when, like something out of a movie, I heard voices from the side. Hold on a minute. It was the customer the Home Depot guy was rude to initially, who I'd helped first. He'd seen what was happening and walked right up. "Excuse me, manager, police. This man wasn't soliciting me. I was trying to get help. This employee here," he gestured at the Home Depot guy, "was completely useless and rude. This gentleman," he pointed at me, "just overheard and offered his professional opinion when I was stuck. I asked him for help." And then the other two customers I'd helped also stepped forward. The one with the leaky faucet and the one with the water heater issue. They backed up the first customer's story, saying they approached me because they saw I was knowledgeable and the Home Depot guy wasn't around or wasn't helping. They explicitly stated I wasn't asking for their business, I was just giving advice. The manager's face went from serious to stunned, then to absolutely furious as he looked at his employee. The Home Depot plumber just kind of wilted, his smug look vanishing. The manager turned back to me, his tone completely different. "Sir, I am so incredibly sorry about this. It seems there's been a misunderstanding and frankly, some poor performance from my employee." He then turned to the Home Depot plumber and without missing a beat said, My office, you're fired." It happened so fast I actually blurted out, "Wait, fired." Not because I felt bad for him but just at the suddenness. But the manager was firm. "Yes, fired. For incompetence, rudeness, and lying about a customer interaction that wasted everyone's time, including the police." The police officers, seeing the situation was clearly resolved and I wasn't soliciting anyone, just nodded and left. The Home Depot guy shuffled off towards the office looking miserable. The customers wished me well again. I finally walked out of the store, parts in hand, feeling a mix of totally drained and weirdly satisfied. What a day. All I wanted was some fittings, and I ended up in a Home Depot drama involving bad customer service, spontaneous consulting, and the police. Just another day in the life, I guess. Anyway, thought you guys would appreciate the story. Stay helpful, but maybe be ready for it to bite you in the butt, unless the people you help have your back. Later, Reddit.
Click here for another great one. You won't regret it.